There is something so beautiful about the Naked Heart Tarot. The way that the simplicity of the design reaches out to you and just triggers all these profound emotive responses. Such thoughtfulness, mindfulness, and magic has been woven into the artwork and the entire construct of the deck itself. There is something that just calls to you. The very name, the Naked Heart Tarot, is enough to get your mind into this space of connection and ever-enduring understanding of the heart and what it feels like to have a naked heart. What does the term naked heart mean to you? Is this something that you have over time been able to connect with or confront or even repress through various different means and influences? When I first connected with the first edition of The Naked Heart, I looked at it very carefully, and there was something so tender and genuine about it, and it really touched my heart. And every time I see it, I see Jillian Seawild's face and her beautiful smile, and I can see the amount of effort and care and attention that she has placed into the creation of this deck. And it is something that was a soulful and passionate creation.
This section reads, "The naked heart holds the secret of the soul."
And that is one thing that I absolutely love about tarot and the creation of tarot and tarot creators as a whole. There are those who not just read the cards, but also set out on a journey to make a deck to contribute to the vast pool of resources on the tarot. There are those people who are just from their extension and their passion and the extension of their passion for tarot, they just go out there and make something amazing, and Jillian did just that. She added something to the world of tarot that is just so innocent and beautiful and powerful and passionate. There is this inherent simplicity, this clean nature to her artwork, and the representations that she has chosen to use in her deck. And yet there is something about this deck that hides a complexity of emotion that is rather ambiguous. It's really difficult to try and describe. You really have to hold the deck. You have to utilize the deck, and you have to let the magic of the deck have an effect on you. Another thing that I really genuinely and truly love about the deck is the backing, and the fact that great detail went into the construction of the backing. The original deck, you could utilize the backing as a crystal grid, and it was just innovative little inclusion into the creation of the deck. So I don't know what the backing of this particular one looks like, but I am about to unbox it, and so I'm really interested in seeing what she's done with this second edition and seeing what has been changed, and just enjoying the deck as a whole, sort of really drinking it in and allowing its magic to sort of work on me in its own very unique way. So let's have a look at the Naked Heart Tarot together, and let's just see how beautiful it really is.
Look at this beautiful, chunky guidebook. Solid table of contents for working with the deck. There is an old legend that says, a long time ago, humans knew the secret to making their hopes and dreams a reality, but they abused it, so the keepers of the knowledge decided to bury the secret, where only those who truly deserved the wisdom would find it. The secret keepers debated long and hard about the safest place to hide it. They contemplated the bottom depths of the ocean, but they knew humans would eventually find a way to swim there. They contemplated the highest glacial mountains, but they knew humans would ultimately learn to climb that high. They contemplated the middle of the earth, but they knew in time humans would learn to dig that deep. Finally, the wisest of the keepers stepped forward and said, "Hide the secret in the heart of the human. Only the courageous and the brave will dare to look there." The Naked Heart Tarot is the magical gateway to your secrets. It will guide, support, and align you with your highest and deepest self. It is the key that will help unlock the sacred space within, where secrets dare to be revealed. It will hold a mirror to the deepest parts of your soul and help illuminate the unseen truths that are locked within, revealing both the light and shadow side of the human nature. Ever since I was a young girl, I have been drawn to all types of creative expression. Somewhere along my path, I deviated from my heart's true calling and ended up in a career that only allowed for minimal self-expression and creativity. I could feel myself closing down and feeling far from home. 4 years ago, before I started the creation of the Naked Heart Tarot, I was in a bad car accident. I had recurring premonitions weeks before it happened. I literally knew it was coming. I just didn't expect it to happen. Ironic, isn't it? Progressively over the years, my car accident injuries continued to worsen. I found myself unable to do the active things I had previously enjoyed. I was in a career that did not resonate with me. I was very unhappy and dealing with extreme anxiety. I could not wrap my head around the added struggle the accident brought into my life. One day I woke up. I had had enough. I did not want to feel like this anymore. So I prayed. I asked the universe, please show me what I am meant to do for a living that would make me happy and help others. I asked, I let it go, and I surrendered myself completely with no attachment to the outcome. I actively decided to connect to my passions. I studied different aspects of spirituality. I practiced different modalities and spent time drawing. I got back to my roots, the whole time listening to my heart and letting spirit guide me. I paid attention to the synchronicities in my life as they unfolded. All this brought me here. My art and spirituality connected. I started creating characters out of the spiritual things I was learning. I started with the chakras and then created goddesses. My spiritual art connection kept growing. Over the years, as I was working on these pieces, I could feel myself becoming whole again. I was reconnecting to myself. I still didn't know what this looked like in terms of a career, and yet I wasn't worried about it. I was trusting the process as it was unfolding. I felt myself being nudged towards tarot cards. For the second time in my life, I started relearning it, and the images started pouring themselves onto paper. I was so excited. While refamiliarizing myself with tarot, I felt overwhelmed by all the disjointed information scattered in so many places. I committed to spirit to funnel all the information through me into one deck. I dug deeper in my research to channel all the pieces of my art. I felt called to create a deck that would easily speak the story and meaning behind the cards to both new and experienced readers. All of the elements are funneled into my art, allowing space for intuition to be the guide. A dozen cards and a few months later my injuries went from bad to worse. I found myself on crutches and unable to use my left leg. The worst part was, no one could tell me what was wrong. I could barely sit, the pain was so unbearable. I spent most of my days laying in bed. The only thing I could do was draw, so that's what I did. Creativity was my painkiller. It quietened my anxiety and fear and eased my pain. I showed a trusted friend some of the cards I was making. She said, "Watch, you create this deck and by the time it is done, you will be healed." Inwardly I sighed, outwardly I laughed. I could not see it at the time because my injuries were so bad, yet I prayed she was right. And she was. Around the time the last few cards were drawn, I was walking again without the use of my crutches or a cane. This is my last entry in this guidebook. This has been an incredibly emotional healing journey. I lived out a lot of the cards as they were being created. Stories to come. It brings tears to my eyes writing about this experience. There have been a lot of ups and downs. The more I learn to trust my path and stay connected to my passion, my life feels more like a gift and less like a struggle. The day I wholeheartedly asked the universe, "Please show me what I am meant to do for a living that would make me happy and help others," I would never have guessed tarot cards would be the answer. The universe slammed me on my butt for over 1 year, unable to do anything else but create the Naked Heart Tarot. When I look back, I can see this deck could not have been created any other way. I am eternally grateful. I feel completely aligned again with my heart's calling. I hope this deck brings you as much clarity, healing, and connection to your heart's path as it has brought to me. You deserve it. Soulful Words by Jillian C. Wilde, creator of the Naked Heart Tarot. Beautiful soul, creative muse. Thank you, Jillian, for putting your heart out there, for allowing your creativity to touch the hearts of many like myself. What you went through and what you produced as a result is nothing short of amazing. You are blessed in every way, and from my heart to yours, I wish you the most profound blessings, and I hope that the next deck that you create is under better circumstances. The Naked Heart Tarot was created by Jillian C. Wilde. Her artwork is absolutely stunningly beautiful. The cardstock is matte, sturdy, thick. Everything about this deck screams high quality. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing of the Naked Heart Tarot by Jillian C. Wilde. It was my absolute pleasure to show you this beautiful deck. And if you would like to know more about the Naked Heart Tarot or Jillian C. Wilde, I will have all the links in the description bar below. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching. Please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It helps me a great deal. It shows me your deepest appreciation. Much love, many blessings. Take care. Bye.